Hey everyone, it's AG. I just got done recording the other video I made today, and I sat there and went, oh yeah, I still need to make that one video I wanted to talk about. It's about this thing, the Nintendo Switch. Me and IJ put money together to purchase it, I don't want to say a while ago, but it was at the point where the only games that we were it was right after Sonic Forces came out, because she wanted to play Sonic Forces. So she's like, I'll just get the Switch, get a copy of Sonic Forces, and then I put down money to get Breath of the Wild and the DLC. And we basically sat there and started playing all the games. So it's like the two Sonic games that are on here, and that. And there's been other things. I've been mostly using this to play Pokemon Quest and and Hollow Knight. And this really gets to something. So I was basically over at a friend's house, and I was looking at his collection of games. A few of them I helped purchase, and a few of them I still need to finish. I have the Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 sitting over there after I borrowed it, and I was looking at the game. And in my head, I went, I have to move downstairs, and I have to set up my computer so I can continue watching stuff, boot up the system, play it down there. Might get kicked off in like 2 hours. When our dad gets back, because he might want to watch something. And I sat there and I said, is that too much of a problem? Because I never had this problem. I had never thought about that until after I bought a Switch. And as you can see right now, I could literally just grab my Switch and turn it on, and after a little clicks, I'm playing Hollow Knight. And it's just like, and I'm sitting here holding the game in my hand. Thank you, Team Cherry, for actually putting the game on the Switch so I can play it. The keyboard and mouse controls were a little weird. But I'm sitting here holding a game in my hand from it being completely turned off to play Kingdom Hearts. I would have to go all the way downstairs. I would have to turn on both the TV and the system, put the game in, do that. And sure, you still have to do those steps. But here's the thing. I could walk downstairs with this while playing Hollow Knight and get more done. This can be in my pocket while I'm doing things, pull it out while I'm bored, and quickly just start playing a few areas of this until I get some progress. I'm on the trial of I'm at the Coliseum right now, by the way. Still trying to get past the second trial. I forget what the one is actually called. I think it's Trial of the Fool, Trial of the Conqueror, and then Trial of the Champion, I think. I can't remember. But the thing is that with the Switch being so portable, I am now less likely to play a game that I'm really excited about finishing. I'm trying to go through the games in order. I'm currently on Chain of Memories, and I'm halfway through the game, and I've been on halfway through the game for the past few months, because I haven't been able to play it lately. And I'm sitting there, and I borrowed this game, and I go to set it up, and my first reaction is, why is it that I would more rather play this game if it was on the Switch? And I feel it really has to do with the portability. And this could be a little biased to me. We had the N64, and it was my first console, and I played a lot on it. And one of my favorite games was, ironically, Dr. Mario. Still one of my favorite series of all time. And even to the point where me and CB went down to Portland, we had a fun time playing at the arcade that's there. And I had a pocket of $2 in quarters. And what's the first thing I do? I go over to their vintage cabinet for Dr. Mario, and I put in 3 quarters. And I'm sitting there, and I go, I would rather play this than to play the fighting games that we like, than to play the shooters that are there. He had a lot some fun time because he found Area 51 and Carnival, which he's a big fan of light gun shooters, so he was really excited to play those again. Um, and I'm sitting there putting my 3rd quarter into Dr. Mario, and I'm like, I just like this series. Um, but does this have to do with Nintendo bias? And I want to say no. Because the thing is, if this was owned by Sony, I would still be playing it. And it has to do with how portable this system is. I could literally just remove the Joy-Cons right now, have the game placed, and just play it like this. And it's sure, it's a gimmick, but it's the gimmick that the entire series is revolved around. Nintendo has been one that they never try to stick with the same gimmick twice. With the N64, they made a controller that was directly designed to be played with an analog stick. Sure, it still looks like it's an alien piece of technology, but they tried. And some of the best games of all time were on that system. DK64, Diddy Kong Racing, um, I don't want to say Mario Kart 64 because I played a lot more of Double Dash than I ever played that one, but Super Mario 64. I never got to play Paper Mario, but if I had a chance, I would definitely have played it. People like GoldenEye, people like um, I just reading off the list of from the normal boots thing in my head, and I'm like, yeah, I should probably stop because they didn't put Dr. Mario on that list. Besides the joke, it really did have a lot of good games on the system. And when you look at the other competitors that were around at that time, they slowly transitioned into the original Xbox and the PS2 afterwards, because the PS1 was out with the N64, I believe. I need to get my time spaced up. All I know is that the Xbox 360 and the PS3 came out at the same time, and the Wii came out a little bit afterwards. That's basically all I know. So you have this sort of mentality where, well, at least for me, I really like Nintendo consoles, and that's not going to change. We only recently got a Wii U, though. We might get Smash 4 for that, but I'm more holding off on Smash Ultimate because it's basically going to be Smash 4, but with a lot more characters and a lot better controls. Yeah, so I'm sitting here and I'm like, would I feel the same if it was a different console that had this gameplay? And I would like to say yes, because it's not about the games and it's not about the system. Even though I just went on about like how much I like Nintendo, and it might have clouded my bias. If Kingdom Hearts was for this, I would be playing it right now. And that's a distinct thing. Is that and if I had Hollow Knight for the PS4 downstairs, I would not be playing it. And it's this distinct feeling that I have that the Switch might actually be one of the best consoles of all time because of how portable it is. And I don't want to say like, oh, it's just a handheld and that's all it is, you could put it up to any TV and it could still look pretty good. I just play it in handheld mode because it's nicer to feel. Um, and I feel that I value the mobility of it a lot more than I do the game because I only really have Breath of the Wild and I only really have Hollow Knight to play on this. Um, I also had Picross S on here, but I finished that. um, but I'm sitting here thinking about what it's like to um, for the game companies out there because they're looking at the Switch, going, should we put things on it? And I'm sitting here looking at the Doom Eternal um, gameplay, and then I hear off of the corner, "Oh hey, it's for the Switch," and I go, "Oh, that'd be fun to play on the Switch." And I realized I was not excited to buy it until I knew it was on the Switch. Uh, so what might happen is that I might put money down, not to pre-order it like I said in the other video, but what I might do is I might purchase Doom 1 for the Switch and then try to purchase Doom Eternal for the Switch. Because the first Doom was really fun, and I had fun playing it over at my friend's house on his system, but it really does feel like that I would rather purchase a game on the Switch than anything else. People say, but it's terrible looking. It can't even do 4K unlocked frame rates. Can't even hack it to give yourself good games. You can't do all this stuff. It's not a PC. And I'm saying there's like the only two games I actually play on my PC nowadays is Minecraft and Overwatch, and every once in a while Darkest Dungeon, because I fell in love with that game again. And I'm sitting here and I'm seriously debating repurchasing some of the games that I have already bought if it's for the Switch. Like, again, I'm gonna need to have like my whiteboard like over here and something like a list of games that I potentially want to buy. I might even start doing reviews for games. I won't be able to like put gameplay up in the corner. Um, and I don't feel good about taking someone else's footage because that feels kind of scummy. Um, but I do want to do reviews for games in the future. In fact, right after this, I might actually do a review for Hollow Knight now that I have gone through like 80% of the game and I have encountered the final boss and I know what it is. I just haven't seen the ending of the game. I want to sit down and actually review some games. I think I should also review Breath of the Wild um and the Sonic games as well. So I might as well just do that after this, with the preference that all of these games I played on the Switch, because I feel I would rather play a game for the Switch than anything else right now. And I think other game companies realize this. Sony was running scared during E3, going, "How do we deal with this? Let's do and they threw up games that every single one of them I probably would play. Even the weird Justin Roiland game, I kind of want to put a little bit of time into that because I just want to see what happens because apparently the comedy in the demo during E3 was really good. But every single game they put out was good, but they were trying not to expose their hand too much. They were scared. They didn't want to do something because they're worried about the Switch. I would think, at least. Xbox is like, look how many games we have. Look at how many games are exclusive to our platform. It's also on PC. But you have this moment where it's like both game companies felt like that there was an air to them. And I don't want to say it was because of the Switch, but I would like to think that the game companies are looking at the Switch and seeing it perform even better than expected, and feel that that might be altering how they look at games. Who knows? Xbox has been really charitable to Nintendo lately, even doing like a joint Minecraft video with them, and even going so far as to there are now rumors that there might be a Microsoft rep in Smash Ultimate, and a lot of people are just like, sure. And everyone's like, man, it's gonna be so funny when Master Chief is like shown off, or like Minecraft Steve, and I'm just like, might be a rare guy. I mean, they got King K. Rool, which is also rare, from Rare, and so it's not out of the possibility that they were talking with Microsoft so they could use King K. Rool, only to find out that they already own him. Like, who knows? There could potentially be Banjo and Kazooie as a character in the game. Not as like an Echo Fighter of Duck Hunt Dog, because that would feel a little weird. But it could work. All it would have to do is just to move the character model to being upright, and they could literally be doing all the same moves, even to the point where like the light gun targets could just be replaced with Kazooie shooting eggs at those spots. Who knows? Um, uh, Meanwhile, though, you have a lot of more representation in the Switch. Um, Games that I normally wouldn't have thought could be on the Switch are on there. Again, Doom Eternal is going to be on the Switch, and I find that amazing. Although, now that I'm saying that, I could be getting my information wrong. At least I know that Doom 1 is on the Switch. And I know that there are a bunch of other games that are coming to the Switch that a lot of people are, like, really excited for. I personally want to get my hands on Octopath Traveler, because I have put over 20 hours into just the demo. And so I'm like, man, I really need to purchase this game at some point. And so hopefully I'll do that. But at the end of the day, it really does sort of feel like that I am more likely to purchase a game if it is on the Switch, which hopefully means really good things for Nintendo, but I hope better that Xbox and Sony don't learn from their mistakes of the previous generation going, oh, okay, they like the Wii. Let's put Wii Motion in our stuff. And for Xbox, the Kinect did not work, and for PlayStation, the Move was hilariously bad at times. At least they have the VR system now, so it sort of mitigates that. But at the end of the day, they are just trying to emulate Nintendo, and it feels like that game generations are always trying to do that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Much like the previous video, throw down some thoughts in the comments if you want. Because I always like learning other opinions, and I always like seeing how other people think. This is AG signing out.